All right, well, good morning. We are going to get started. So we have no special requests today. I think we will work some hip flexors today. If you did the Taekwondo fitness class last night, there's a lot of hip flexor. You're welcome. So, all right, so let's get started. Go ahead and find the end of your mat. Good. Take some deep breaths. Start to roll your shoulders. Just making sure you guys are all muted. All right. It's just me today. Courtney had her own Zoom meeting. Darn, the professional dancer's not doing yoga with us. Take a deep breath. Good, fine, leaning mountain here. You can keep both arms up or drop one arm down. And inhale up. Exhale the other way. Inhale up. Soft fold, so bend your knees, lay your rib cage down onto your legs. Bring your hands up onto your thighs just above your knees. Pick up your tailbone and your head. Press your shoulder blades down towards your hips. And now let your spine curl. Good, flatten your back, lift your gaze. Bring your hands to prayer. Press all the way up to standing. Good, now on your exhale, turn to your left, place your left hand on the back of your thigh, and just look back at your left heel. Inhale up, exhale the other way. Inhale up, we're gonna do that again. Turn, and up, and turn. Good. Take a breath. Exhale. Hinge. So keep the legs straight till you can't. And now inhale into standing extension. Exhale and fold. Good. Step back with your right foot and come up to high lunge. Good, put your hands on the floor and step back to downward dog. Step forward with your right foot and come up to high lunge. Good, try to pull the hips under the shoulders, drop the shoulders down toward the hips. Hands to the floor, step back to downward dog. And find your plank. Inhale, chaturanga, 2, up dog or cobra. You go where you need to go there. Good, now from here, hips over the knees, walk the hands out. Exhale, heart to the floor, playful puppy. Come back up, and now widen out the hips. Sit back, child's pose. Come back up. Inhale, lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Back to tabletop. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. And back to tabletop. Extend your right leg and your left arm. Now on your exhale, curl that spine, bird dog, knee to elbow. Reach away. Now you're not going to grab here. Exhale, just try to touch your hand and your heel. Squeeze your hamstring. Reach away. And now bird dog. And out. Exhale, touch back. Reach out. Exhale, bird dog. Reach out. Exhale, touch. Reach out. Exhale, bird dog. Reach out. Exhale, touch. And set that down. And just give me cat-cow here, just a few times on your own. Moving within your range of motion. Good, now when you're ready, extend your left leg and your right arm. Find a breath. Exhale, knee to elbow, let that spine curl. Inhale, push away. And now exhale, touch back. Reach away. Exhale, bird dog. Reach away. Exhale, touch. Reach away. Exhale, bird dog. Reach away. Exhale, touch. Reach away. Exhale, bird dog. Reach away. Exhale, touch. And reach away. Reset that, tuck your toes, downward dog. Good, and now walk yourself up to the top of your mat. And take your feet out to the sides of your mat. So you're a little wider than shoulder distance. You can turn your toes out just a little bit if you want to. Now we're not really sinking into garland pose here. We're just going to work the legs a little bit. So bring the hands to prayer and find a squat. Make sure that your knees are not going past your toes. Now just exhale, lift your hips, touch the floor with your fingertips, come back up to prayer. So my elbows are on my knees. So when I lift my hips, I just touch the floor with my hands and come back up. Exhale, touch, and down. Exhale, touch, and down. Exhale, touch, and down. Exhale, touch. Exhale, touch. Exhale, touch. So your head really shouldn't be moving that much. 2 more. Good. Walk your feet in. Lift to standing extension. Take a breath. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, and unhinge. Good. Take a breath up and come to prayer. Good. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Hinge and fold. Good. Step back with your right leg. High lunge. Inhale. On your exhale, push your weight into your left leg. Come up to single leg stand. Good. Set the foot down as you fold. Step back with your left foot. Come up to high lunge. Set your weight into your right leg. Exhale. Lift your left. Single leg stand. fold. Good. Now, we're going to do all of that, but a little bit quicker. So inhale, step back right. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, single leg stand. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, single leg stand. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale and lift. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold. It's okay if you lose your breath or lose your balance. Step back left. Unhinge. Take a breath here. Single leg stand. Mountain pose. And fold. One more on each side. Right leg back. Unhinge. Bring the leg up. And set it down. Fold. Left leg back. Unhinge. Lift. Down. And fold. Good job. Step back with your right leg. This time, turn it, and we'll come up to warrior two. Should feel like your heart rate's up a little bit. Good. Inhale here, straighten your legs, reverse triangle, and then exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, warrior two. One more. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Now go over to triangle. Push your right hip away. Good. Now bend that left knee. Come all the way up to reverse warrior. Inhale, go all the way down to triangle. Exhale when you get there. Inhale through, go all the way up, reverse warrior. Exhale all the way down to triangle. Inhale all the way up, reverse warrior. Exhale all the way down to triangle. And one more time. Reverse warrior. And triangle. Turn toward the top of your mat. Take your left leg up to three-leg dog. Pull your heel into your hip or your hamstring. Open everything to your left. Press through both arms. Try to pull your knee backward. Good. Reset your downward dog and come to plank. Good, chaturanga. Good. Up dog, pull those elbows in next to you. Good, sit back. Go to child's pose. Good, and bring yourself to downward dog. You're going to step forward with your right foot. Come up to your high lunge. Good, we're going to do this on this side. Take a breath. And up we go. Single leg stand. Inhale into mountain. Exhale and fold. Right leg back. High lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, single leg stand. Inhale in your mountain. Exhale and fold. Left leg back. High lunge. Inhale, get long. Exhale, single leg stand. Inhale in your mountain. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right leg back. High lunge. And up, single leg stand. Woo. And mountain. And over we go. Left leg back. And up. We lift a single leg stand. And come to your mountain pose. Hinge and fold. Last time. Right leg back. Come up. Single leg stand. And mountain pose. Hinge and fold. Good. Step back with your left foot. Turn that left foot and make your way up to your warrior two. Good. Squeeze that back leg. Think about sliding between two panes of glass. Good. Inhale as you move through. Straighten your leg. Reverse triangle. And back to warrior two. Up we go. Exhale here. Inhale through. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale through. Exhale, reverse triangle. Inhale, then exhale, warrior two. Think about that front hamstring dropping. Good. And now straighten everything. Kick that left hip away and over you go to triangle. And here we go. Now the leg bends up to reverse warrior. Sink that front hip and over. Triangle. And all the way up. All the way down. Back up we go. Very nice. Last one. Go all the way to the floor and turn to the top of your mat. Take your right leg up to three-leg dog. Drive that left heel down to the floor. Pull your right heel into your hamstring. Open everything to the right. Reset your downward dog. And now find your plank. Think about drawing those elbows in towards each other. Pull the shoulders down away from your ears. And chaturanga up dog. And find your child's pose. Well done. Work your way back to downward dog. And walk your feet to the top of your mat. Lift into standing extension. Straighten your back. Big breath. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees. Lift your gaze, unhinge. Well done. Roll your shoulders. Excellent job. Good. All right. Take a breath. So we're going to add a little bit of a balance challenge to that. Similar high lunge. Start by just squeezing from your core down through your legs. Come up onto the balls of your feet. Yeah, so we're up on our toes. So we tend to focus on the feet, and we sort of do this. The ankles roll outward. Think about pressing all 5 toes into the floor. And if it helps you, try to push your big toe down more than your pinky toe. You'll find yourself pulling inward, and that's what we want. Good, now inhale as you drop the heels, exhale to chair. Good, inhale, lift your right leg, single leg stand. Exhale, warrior 3 with airplane arms. Inhale, step back, exhale up to high lunge. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Come up onto your toes. Inhale as you drop the heels, exhale into chair. Inhale as you lift your chair, single leg stand, left leg up, and now back. Warrior 3, point those toes to your mat, not the side of the room. Now step back, high lunge. Inhale, step in. And almost forgot, up to your toes. Inhale as they drop. Exhale into chair. Inhale, single leg stand, right leg. Exhale, warrior 3, right leg. Inhale, set that leg back. Exhale, up. Try to start getting that lunge deeper. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale up onto the toes. Inhale, heels down. Exhale, chair. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, step in. Exhale, lift the heels. Last time each side. Inhale, drop the heels. Exhale to your prayer. Chair. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, warrior 3 with airplane arms. Inhale, step way back. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, drop the heels. Exhale into chair. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, reach away. Inhale, step it back. And exhale up. Inhale, step in. Take a big breath. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Well done. Good, step halfway back with your right leg. Leave your left hand on the floor, rotate up to your right. Come back to the center, step all the way back with your right. Turn your foot, cartwheel up into warrior 2. Hopefully that's a little lower now than your first one was. Think about your hamstring dropping, not your knee going forward. Take a big breath up. Turn that left foot. You'll be looking down the right side of your mat. Bring your hands into prayer and sink. Good. So, Taekwondo friends, right? This looks like middle stance. Toes are forward. Good. Now try to keep your heart up. I'm going to turn this way just so I can see you. So try not to be here, but here. Right. Good. So picture where your sit bones are, not your tailbone, your sit bones. You should feel like they are behind your heels, but not like this, up. So imagine you have a book on your head and you don't want the book to fall off. Right, there you go, very nice. Good, just from here, push the room away. Good, now, your pinkies are toward the back of the room and you're squeezing back, squeezing back, squeezing back. Hold it, bring the hands to prayer. Lift that up, woo! Good, put your hands on the back of your legs and just open up the front of your body here. Push your hips forward, slight bend in the knees, and inhale center. Exhale over, hinge and fold into wide-legged fold. If you need to go wider, you can. Really make this yours. Adjust through it here. Breathe. Good, turn to the top of your mat and take that right leg up into three-legged dog. Take your right leg out to the side and split your up dog. Good, give me a shoulder roll. Drop your shoulders. Now you're going to look away from your back leg. So you should be looking to your right. Now we tend to look down like toward our collarbone. Think about trying to keep your chin over your shoulder. Look behind you. You should feel that in your left hip flexor. Good. Sit that all the way back to child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Let it go. From here, roll up to your shins. And we're only going to go to the right once again. Inhale up. Turn. Revolve half camel. So hand to the back of the leg. Push the hips forward or to the heel. It's not really about bending backward. It's really about pressing forward. Let that left side go. Good, and reset to the center. Step forward with your left leg. And just take a breath here in this kneeling lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down, lift your lunge, and step in. Good, unhinge. Good, we're gonna go through that little flow sequence there again, but you have a choice this time. We always have choices, but if you would like to, instead of single leg stand, cross over to single leg chair. You can stick, it depends. We're not there that long, but just if you want a little more balance challenge. So go ahead and center yourself here. Hands come into prayer. Take a breath, let it out like a sigh. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, lower the heels. Exhale into chair. Inhale, left leg up. So single leg stand or single leg chair. Inhale, push back to warrior three. Big step back. High lunge. Left leg is back here. Inhale, step into mountain. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, drop the heels. Your chair. Inhale, single or chair. Exhale, back to warrior three. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, step into mountain. Exhale, lift your heels. Inhale, drop your heels. Exhale into chair. Inhale, single leg chair or single leg stand. And exhale, warrior three. Left leg is up. Step that left leg back and high lunge. Find your mountain. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, drop the heels. And exhale, find your chair. Inhale, right leg lifts or crosses. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, big lift. Inhale, step it in. One more each side. Exhale, lift your heels. Inhale, drop the heels. Exhale, find your chair. Inhale, single leg lift. Exhale, left leg back. Step back with that left leg and up we go. High lunge. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, lift your heels. Inhale, drop the heels. Exhale, find your chair. Inhale, single leg chair or stand. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale to mountain. And stay where you are. Take a big breath up. Hinge and fold. Inhale, single leg stand. Exhale, fold. You're going to step halfway back with your left leg. Take a big breath and exhale, open up to your left. Full breaths here. Good. Step all the way back with your left. Turn it and make your way up to your warrior two. Pull the belly in. You might feel like your heart rate is a little higher. Good. Take your time and breathe here. Good. Turn now on your breath down the left side of your mat and take your hands into prayer. You're sinking the hips again. So think about your spine dropping into the center. How low you go is up to you. Take those knees and push them outward to the sides. Good. Now this time, instead of pushing the pinkies back, I want you to take your hands behind you, roll your shoulders open. Your hands are going to face each other, and you're going to lift up. Don't let the elbows bend. Up, up, up. Think about pushing your shoulders away from your ears. Don't let them creep up. Working those posture muscles. Good, and bring the hands around. Ooh, inhale up. Exhale. Wide-legged fold. Yeah, just let everything release here. This is the reward. Good, walk toward the top of your mat. Good, step back to your downward dog. Lift your other leg into three-leg dog. Take a breath. Good, just make sure it's your other leg. Good, and bring it forward into your split leg up dog. Again, think about rolling the shoulders back. Now turn over the opposite shoulder. Feel that little drop in the hip that's down. Good, and come center, sit back. Child's pose. And roll yourself up to your knees. Take a breath, and we'll do that half camel to your left. Open up the front of your body. So you are squeezing your glutes, but there's no stress in your back here. Good, soften your hips to come center and step forward with your right leg and just spend a moment here in this kneeling lunge. Good, hands to the floor. Step in. Good, lift into single leg, sorry. Listen to standing extension. Unfold. Bend your knees and unhinge. Ooh, roll your shoulders. Good, take a big breath up. On your exhale, take your left arm and bring it behind you. So I'm just dropping it across. And I'm going to reach over with my right, and I'm just going to gently drop my left shoulder as I use the weight of my right arm to pull my head over. Good, release your head first. Very nice. Take your hand, just switch, drop your shoulder first, then come up and over. Good, release your head first. Take a big breath. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, standing extension. And exhale and fold. On your inhale, step back with your right foot and drop your knee. Good, press forward here into a kneeling lunge. And then let's bring that up. Place your hands on your knees here. Now make sure you're not just pushing back so that your hip is over your knee. Press forward in this. Breathe, just a nice release of the hip there. Good, now place your hands back on the floor. Step back to downward dog. On your inhale, come forward and go right into chaturanga, up to up dog. Tuck your feet, lift your right leg, three-leg dog. Bring it underneath you for your pigeon. Flex that right foot underneath you. Make this work for you. Try to relax your neck. And walk yourself up. If you're not already on your hip, get to your hip, and you're making this letter S. Open up to your left, so just open your heart. Now you can stay up here, and if I'm gonna stay up here, what I'm gonna focus on is pushing my left hip forward. If you want to recline that, drop and roll yourself open. Now, most people, their knee comes up off the ground. So we don't want to push at this point. Just let gravity do the work. Big hip flexor stretch. One more big breath. Exhale. To come out of this, roll to your shoulder and come up. Good. Hands to the floor. Step back to downward dog. And step forward with your right and drop your knee. Again, just ease that hip forward. Nothing complicated here. I just want you to focus on relaxing into this. Big stretch reflex. So we tend to kind of push against it. It's almost a going backward sense. We almost want to feel like the hips went to sleep and they're just falling forward. You really kind of have to give yourself permission to do that. The body almost has a sense of fear, like it's going to break in half or your leg's going to fall off behind you, but it's not, right? I think. Good. Bring your hands to the floor and step back to downward dog. And now we'll take that left leg underneath. Make sure you flex your left foot. Take it to the hip if you need that modification. Walk your foot as far back as you can and find your pigeon on this side. Breathe into your back body. Just feel that rib cage expanding behind you. Then have a seat on your hip. And now you're making this letter S. Open yourself up, both hands to the floor. And if you want to stay here, push that right hip forward. You're squeezing your shoulder blades here. You can stay here or go to that full recline. Again, just like gravity here. Take one more deep breath in and roll to your shoulder to come up and go back to downward dog. Good. From here, make your way to seated and take your legs out in front of you. Walk your sit bones toward the back of your mat. Good. Lift up high. This is like our standing extension. Take a breath. Good. Exhale and fold over your legs here. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Carefully walk yourself up and take your feet wide. Good. Now, one hand behind you, one hand in front. Push yourself out wider and drop your pubic bone to the floor. So you want to point it to the floor. Now, some of you can stay up just like this with your pubic bone pointed down, right? So it's almost like a pressing your tailbone to the back of your mat. If you just naturally have a posterior leaning pelvis, you're going to wind up like this. This is not really good for your back, nor is it really stretching anything. So in that case, bring your hands behind you and assist yourself. So I still want to push my tailbone. I almost feel like I'm sticking my belly out. And then you can push forward here. And of course, if you can maintain that, You can bring your hands to the front. But notice my chin is off of my chest. My shoulders are pressing down. So it's not rounding toward the floor. I'm reaching toward the floor. Good. Walk yourself up here. Good. Bring yourself over. Turn your core to one side. But what I want you to do is for a moment, focus on this back leg here. It's not really your back leg, but your opposite leg. Push that leg down so that we don't lift that side. Now exhale over this leg, but focus on pushing down with the back leg. Keep your toes pointed up at the ceiling. And walk up. Good, let's go to the other side. So turn first, press that opposite leg down, and then over that side you go. Take your time breathing. And come back to the center. Legs come together. Down pose. Take a breath or two here. If you'd like to kind of rock this, you can. Think about your rib cage rocking from side to side. Nice stretch in the back there. You're not necessarily like rocking from hip bone to hip bone. Good. And gather up the legs. Roll back. Take a breath. Open the arms. Exhale. Drop your legs in one direction. Take a big breath and look in the other direction. And we slowly make our way to the other side. Take a big breath when you get there, and then exhale, look the other way. When you're ready, walk yourself back to the center. Find that rest position for your legs. Your legs can go out straight. Since you're at home, you can even put your legs up on a chair or put pillows under your legs, whatever works for you. Close your eyes. Begin at your feet today. Notice the arches of your feet relaxing. Journey up to your ankles and your calves. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, move to your knees. Let everything begin to soften. Notice the weight in your thighs. Your hips fall open. Let your breath relax further through your belly. Feel your lower back releasing. Journey up your spine here along with your breath. When you arrive between your shoulder blades, a long exhale releases those shoulder blades. Let your neck release toward the floor. Feel your jaw soften. Let your eyes be heavy. Enjoy a couple more breaths. Begin to feel your body on the floor. Bring some movement to your fingers and toes. When you're ready, join me seated. Good, and when you're ready, just begin to roll your shoulders. On an exhale, drop your head to one side, pull the shoulders down. Come back center, inhale, roll, exhale, go the other way. Inhale, center. And this time as your shoulders drop down, let your head fall forward. And come up. Hands come to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, push the rim away. Inhale up. And exhale, center. God bless you guys. Namaste. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I will see you Friday. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything particular that you want to work on. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you so much. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.